Hello, welcome to this video, and today I'm just going to be talking about Jesus walking on water, Peter walking on water, and the Israelites, coming out of the land of Egypt and walking on dry ground. I want to paint a scenario. God wanted to deliver the Israelites, but it wasn't just one person who was taken out. Imagine that it was just one person. I've not seen God in that dimension in the past, and then there was a possibility that the person would have been thinking that, what if this water comes over them, and do you think that there were some doubters among the Israelites when they were coming out of Egypt? Yes, I do believe that there could have been 1, 2, 3 people, that might have doubted crossing the Red Sea safely. Maybe the person was thinking that, what if this water comes over them? But here's a very funny thing. That never happened. Why? Because there was a corporate faith that kept the Israelites going. There was a possibility that, based on the fact that they had seen 100 people pass in front, the next set of people were probably thinking that, yes, we're going to scale through, we're going to pass through. Why? Because people have actually gone ahead. So that is a corporate situation in which Israelites were able to go through, the Red Sea without sinking or drowning or any of those things. But the funny thing is that the same scenario in the New Testament, Peter actually asked Jesus to bid him come to him, like step on the waters and come to him, and Jesus Christ agreed. But it was just Peter. Peter took his gaze off of Jesus, started looking around, and he began to sink. And here's my point. Many times, we don't see systems as a way of preserving us. What do I mean? I mean, by moving with a certain set of people, there's preservation for us, there is rescue, there is safety for us. Why? Because we are not just, we are seeing through the lens of scripture, but we're also seeing through the revelations of the systems around us. And what an example of a system is actually a church system. If you go to church, if there was a word for the year 2026, definitely that word you can hold on to it and say, yes, God will preserve me through this year 2026, and it's my year of impossibilities made possible, it's my year of repositioning, it's my year of this and that. You can actually say that. But if you are moving alone, there will be serious issues. What do I mean by that? I mean, if you are Peter, you had better keep your gaze on Jesus and Jesus alone. If you begin to look around, you ask God to be this step on the water. If you begin to look around and not keep your gaze off on Jesus, then there will be serious challenges. Why? You're going to sink. You're going to sink. So move with systems, keep your gaze on Jesus. It's a very good way to do it, because you can actually do both. You can trust God in the life of maybe your pastor, in the life of your spiritual leader. You can also trust God for a personal revelation of what he wants to do, what he is doing. But if you are moving alone, there will be challenges, because your gaze is on God, and God alone. But there are some things that might happen to you that you might not have interpretation for. Because sometimes, as much as we'd not really like to admit it, we see things